Were the 2024 Maharashtra Assembly elections rigged? Well, that's the big question at the heart of a showdown between the Election Commission of India and leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. In a sharply worded opinion piece for the Indian Express, Rahul Gandhi alleged large-scale electoral manipulation in Maharashtra. He called the November Assembly elections a case of match-fixing, accusing the ruling BJP and the Election Commission of industrial-scale rigging. However, the Election Commission of India argues that not only are Rahul's claims baseless, but they're also misleading. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Rahul Gandhi's claims and the Election Commission's response. But before that, a small appeal. The functioning of India's constitutional bodies and governance issues are a key focus of the Quint's coverage as a publication. We've consistently reported on the Election Commission of India with our investigations highlighting dubious electoral funding, big gaps in data, and concerns around voter lists. If you value our coverage and wish for us to do more, pay for our journalism. You can do that by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. Now coming back. According to Rahul Gandhi, here's what happened. The selection panel for election commissioners was rigged to favor the government. The voter rolls saw an unexplained addition of 41 lakh voters within just 5 months. Voting turnout figures allegedly jumped by a staggering 7.83% overnight, translating to 76 lakh extra votes. This surge was concentrated in 12,000 booths where the BJP was weak. Requests for CCTV footage and voter rolls with photos were either ignored or restricted. Now let's take a look at the Election Commission's responses to these allegations and assess how true or false they are. First, the selection panel for election commissioners. Now historically, the appointment of election commissioners was governed by the Election Commission Act of 1991. However, this act did not define any selection process. As a convention, the president appointed the poll commissioners on the advice of the prime minister. The problem here was that since the election commission is an independent body, the prime minister alone having the power to determine who becomes the chief election commissioner violated the principle of free and fair elections. On March 2, 2023, a 5-judge constitution bench led by Justice K.M. Joseph directed the creation of a committee comprising the Prime Minister, the Leader of the Opposition and the Chief Justice of India to advise the President on ECI appointments. This committee was to remain in place until the Parliament enacted a law for appointments. The Parliament followed suit and passed a law. Under the new Act passed in 2023, the Chief Election Commissioner and election commissioners will be appointed by the President upon the recommendation of a selection committee. The committee will consist of the Prime Minister, a Union Cabinet Minister and the Leader of the Opposition in Lok Sabha. While this reform aims to provide more transparency, the selection process remains largely influenced by the government, which raises concerns about the Commission's independence. When the current Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar was appointed in February 2025, the committee included Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi. Rahul allegedly walked out of the meeting after just about 30 minutes and penned a dissent note claiming that the 2023 law handed control to the Prime Minister and Home Minister, sidelining the Leader of Opposition and compromising neutrality. The Election Commission's response, published through news agency ANI, did not address this specific point. Second allegation, the unexplained addition of 41 lakh voters. Rahul Gandhi alleged that 41 lakh new voters were added to the rolls within just 5 months. In response, the EC stated, and I quote, a total of 40,81,229 electors were added to the electoral rolls of Maharashtra from June to October 2024. This includes 8,72,094 electors in the 18 to 19 age group and 17,74,514 electors in the 20 to 29 age group. Thus, 26,46,608 young electors aged 18 to 29 were added out of the total 40,81,229 electors during this period. This is a welcome trend showing youth participation, which is vital for the future of our democracy. The additions made during this period in a large state like Maharashtra have no visible abnormal trend. Unquote. The EC further explained that the increase was due to recent amendments in the Representation of People's Act 1950. There are now 4 qualifying dates in a calendar year for registering as a voter. After the Lok Sabha election, those who turned 18 became eligible to be registered as voters on 1st September and 1st October 2024. This was not the case in the previous Lok Sabha elections. However, a deeper look at the numbers raises concerns. In a Quint investigation I co-authored with my colleague Aditya Menon in December last year, we found that much in line with the Congress's allegations, 40,81,229 new voters were added in the 5 months between the 2024 Lok Sabha and the 2024 Assembly elections in Maharashtra. In contrast, 31,03,749 new voters were added over the 5 years between the 2019 Assembly elections and the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. This means that more new voters were added in 5 months than in 5 years. This was the first time since 2004 that the number of new voters added to the rolls in 5 months between the Lok Sabha and Assembly elections exceeded the number added over 5 years between the Assembly and the subsequent Lok Sabha elections. While the EC's explanation cites changes in qualifying date for voter registration, the fact that similar trends were not observed in states like Haryana and Jharkhand, which held elections in the same cycle as Maharashtra, raises questions. For instance, in Jharkhand, 6,53,773 new voters were added in 5 months between the 2019 Lok Sabha and Assembly elections, whereas only 2,54,652 new voters were added in the same period leading up to the 2024 Assembly elections. Additionally, projections suggest Maharashtra's estimated adult population in 2024 was 9.54 crore. Yet the EC enrolled 9.70 crore voters for the Vidhan Sabha elections, 16 lakh more electors than the entire adult population of the state. The EC has not provided any explanation for this discrepancy. Now coming to the third allegation of the voter turnout rise. Rahul Gandhi pointed out a mysterious rise in voter turnout. The 5 p.m. voter turnout in Maharashtra was 58.22%, but by next morning it was revised to 66.05%, an increase of nearly 76 lakh votes. The EC explained that the 5 p.m. data is provisional and collected by sector officers, and the final tally comes from Form 17C, a document shared with party agents at booth level. The EC insists that no tampering occurred with these figures. However, opposition leaders have long demanded that Form 17C data be released within 48 hours of polling's conclusion. But the EC has argued that premature disclosure could cause chaos during polling. Now let's look at the fourth allegation of targeted bogus voting. Rahul Gandhi alleged that the post-5 p.m. surge in voter turnout was concentrated in about 12,000 booths, primarily in areas where the BJP had lost in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. This led to improbable gains such as a 56,000 vote jump for the BJP in Kamti Vidhan Sabha. The Maharashtra CEO, however, called this claim factually incorrect, arguing that Kamti falls under the Ramtek Lok Sabha seat contested by Shiv Sena and not the BJP. Now, semantics aside, the Shiv Sena and BJP contested both the Lok Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha elections together in an alliance. While Shiv Sena contested the Lok Sabha elections from Kamti, the BJP fielded a candidate for the Vidhan Sabha seat. The EC's own numbers confirm Rahul Gandhi's allegations of a 56,000 vote jump for the ruling alliance, making the EC's explanation less convincing. Restrictions on CCTV footage and voter rolls. Finally, Rahul Gandhi accused the EC and the centre of hiding evidence by restricting access to CCTV footage and voter rolls, especially after a High Court order directed disclosure. In response, an EC official stated that electoral rolls are available to political parties, but the list of those who voted cannot be shared as it would violate the secrecy of voting, a core principle of free and fair elections. Regarding CCTV footage, in December 2024, the EC, after consultation with the centre, amended the conduct of election rules to restrict access to electronic records. This followed a Punjab and Haryana High Court directive ordering the EC to share footage with advocate Mahmood Pracha. The EC argued that sharing CCTV footage could violate the secrecy of voting and could be misused with artificial intelligence. The EC also noted that grievances related to election process can be addressed through an an election petition filed under Section 80 of the Representation of the People Act 1951. If necessary, relevant evidence can be presented to the court as per its directives. Now, to conclude, Rahul Gandhi has warned that match-fixed elections are a poison for democracy. The Election Commission insists it followed transparent, rule-based processes. What do you think?